Thank you for joining me. My name is Janette and I'm from Kay's Flower School. If you're joining us on our YouTube channel, remember we have lots more tutorials on this channel which you can watch at a later stage. If you're not watching on YouTube, why not pop over and find us? So what I'm going to show you today is how to make the cluster bow. So for the cluster bow, you need some Florist ribbon. So this is just like a waterproof paper version ribbon and it works out very cheap to purchase. Again, if anybody has any difficulty purchasing this ribbon, you can contact us because we do have an online shop. For the ribbon, you need approximately 4 arm stretches of ribbon. So if you hold the roll of ribbon at one shoulder and stretch your arm out, so there's 1 arm stretch, 2 arm stretch, 3 arm stretch, 4 arm stretch. Now I do understand everybody's arm will be probably slightly different length. So it won't really matter if your arm is a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. This is something that you can adjust yourself when you try the bow the first time. What you'll also need is a piece of ribbon to tie the bow up at a later stage. Now it depends, the length of this next piece of ribbon depends on what you're going to use the bow for. If you decided that you would like to use the bow maybe to tie on the end of a seat for a wedding, you'll need the strings quite long. But if you maybe want to tie it onto a bouquet of flowers, you'll need the strings quite short. So for this, I just do kind of like a medium length bow, or medium length string. So we just say approximately that length. But as I said, you can have it much shorter or a lot longer. So I just keep this short piece of ribbon just to one side for the moment. So I'm back now to the 4 arm stretches of ribbon. And what I want to do now is make a circle using my 2 hands. So I'll just turn sideways so you can see this. So to make this circle, if you just tuck in the beginning of the ribbon in approximately there, and then insert your 2 hands inside it. And if you adjust it to, I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller, if you adjust it to approximately the width of an A4 page, so say like a page that you would normally use like on your printer or if you were typing a letter, so an A4 page, and it's approximately the width of an A4 page. So again, using your 2 hands, what you're going to do is wind it all up till all the ribbon has been used. Now again, people will say to me, how many times are you wrapping that around your hand? To be honest, it doesn't really matter. There's probably 12 to 14 full circles, but if you just kind of keep wrapping till the 4 arm stretches of ribbon has been used up. If you find it's a little bit loose, you can always kind of like pull tighter the outside one and just tighten it up. So there's your circle of ribbon, approximately the width of an A4 page. So what I'm now going to do is fold this circle in half. So to fold the ribbon in half, just squeeze both sides together. In the centre, and don't worry if that part is sticking out a little bit longer, in the centre, fold it over in half. Try and keep both sides the same size if you can. Squeeze the folded side together. Now the first time you do this, people are inclined to also squeeze both ends here. They become the loops on the bow afterwards, so try to avoid creasing that part. So back to the folded side. On the folded side you need a sharp scissors and always cut away from yourself. You're going to cut out a sharp triangle. I need to cut out a sharp triangle on the opposite side, so it's easier to just turn the whole bow upside down, so you still have the scissors in your strong hand, and again cutting away from yourself, you cut out this short, sharp triangle again. Now what you're trying to do is leave a small little piece in the centre, and the smaller that piece is, the better the bow will be. And I'm just going to open it so you can see the way it leaves, like what I would class as a dicky bow shape. So that's the shape you get, and that's what I class as the dicky bow. So your dicky bow, as we say here, is now ready to add the tails to. So this is the extra piece of ribbon. So if you would just approximately find the centre of this ribbon, but don't worry about being too fussy. So we just say that's approximately the centre of the ribbon. And lie that to the back of the dicky bow. Now at this stage there is no back and front, so you can decide that's the back or that's the back. It makes no difference at all. So just rest that piece of ribbon at the back of your dicky bow. And again, don't worry if it's off centre. Hold and squeeze the dicky bow with the extra piece of ribbon at the back. Using your nails, your fingernails from your opposite hand, tear off a thin piece. Now this ribbon tears really easy, so all you need to do is just insert your nails and then just pull it off, and there you have this thin piece of ribbon. So this thin piece of ribbon, I'm going to lie across the middle of the dicky bow. So you have the thicker piece going lengthways with the dicky bow and the thinner piece going across it. And this is the only difficult part of the bow now. You need to tie a double knot at the back using the thin pieces of ribbon. You also need to pull this as tight as possible. So everybody will get their own little method, their own little trick of doing this. What I normally do is I fold the ribbon over in half. I tuck it against my stomach. I'm able to use my 2 hands there, you see, to tie the knot. Pull the knot really tight, then you can let it go. pull the knot really, really tight and like squeeze in the centre of the dicky bow as tight as you possibly can, and then repeat and tie a double knot. If you're storing these bows or you're making them advance, this is how you store them. So when the occasion comes, maybe it's a wedding or maybe you have a bouquet of flowers and you want to tie an ivory bow onto the item, all you do is you take your bow away out of where you stored it from. The easiest way to open the bow is place both hands, avoiding the thumbs, both hands inside the bow. Decide now, do you want to pull from the left hand side or the right hand side? I'm going to pull from my left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the loop that's on the inside. So I'm pulling out the loop that's on the inside. But as I pull it out, I twist it towards my body. I take the next inside loop, and this time as I pull it out, I twist it to yourselves on the screen. The next one I pull it out, I twist it to me. The next one, I twist it to you. The next one, I twist to me. The next one, I twist to you. It's really important to get that technique that you're going backwards and forwards with the loops. The mistake people make is they go east and west, they go sideways. So that's one side of the bow opened. You now turn it upside down and you did the exact same thing on the opposite end. At some stage, you're going to come across a straight piece of ribbon. If you come across one of these straight pieces of ribbon, this is either the beginning or the end of when you started to roll up the ribbon. So just treat that like a loop. So again, twist it to me, the next one, twist it to you. The next one, twist it to me. And what we often say in flower shops is one to you, and one to me, one to you, and one to me. And continue doing that till all your loops are pulled out. Chances are, when you were pulling out the loops, you found two straight pieces of ribbon, because obviously one was the beginning and one was the end. So what you can do is you can fold them over and you can do a little cut upwards on an angle, and that just gives you like this little point. Or you can just cut it on a slant. Sometimes one of the straight pieces of ribbons are quite short, which one of mine is, and it's not sticking out obvious. So in that case, I just completely ignore it. The plan would be that the two thin strings of ribbon, that's what you tie it onto your bouquet of flowers or onto maybe your pew end. And as I said, you can adjust the length of them to suit the occasion. The two thicker pieces of ribbon, they can be pulled down and they're going to hang downwards, again from your bouquet of flowers or from your pew end. And again, both ends of this ribbon, you can even them off. So if you remember earlier on, I said don't be too fussy about finding the centre. Just roughly find the centre, and then I can come back and I can fancy off the end of them by folding them and cutting that angle, just see to get that little V there. Some people prefer to have like trails of ribbon or strings of ribbon coming out of their bow. If that's the case, all you just do is with your finger and your thumb, you just tear it into as thin as you want. It's completely up to you, and you can make as many thin strings to come out of your bow, which can be quite nice as well. And what some people like to do is to curl that with using the blade of their scissors. When you're only starting, probably keep the scissors closed and then stretch the ribbon along the outside of the blade. When you get a little bit more experience, you can open up the blade and then you can stretch it, because I just kind of find it'll be a little bit noisier, but you get a better curl. So again, just to show you, opening the blade and just stretch it across. Now when you're doing that, a florist scissors is preferable to do that. Don't do that with a normal scissors, you probably cut the hand off you. So that's your bow. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me here at the school at info@flowerschoolireland.com. If you enjoyed it, please give me the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.